Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to Sunday afternoon. Today is Sunday, October the 24th, and it's a gorgeous day here in sunny San Antonio, Texas. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Denise. I had to print something out, so let me go get it right over here real quick, you guys. All right. Thought I had something printed before I got started, but I didn't. So, hi, Pat. Thank you for sharing. Let me go back because I saw a question. Denise asked, how was the retreat? It's fabulous. Denise, because you live not too far, I mean, you're almost like right around the Austin area, I think it was. You should try to come. Maybe one of the next times. The next time I'm doing it is in the spring. But with every retreat, the people that attend essentially get first dibs to come to the next retreat. So if there's any spots that are available, or even if you have a few friends in your area where you want to try to do something kind of in your neck of the woods, we can find a place and have a little private retreat over there, over where you're located. Well, really, that's for anybody. Really, if you're like in the state of Texas, I would do that. I've traveled as far as Weatherford. I've gone as far as Canton. Those are like the furthest I've ever gone for retreats, but it's always been worth the drive. It's always been worth getting away and doing, you know, what we love best, which is crafting with other people that enjoy doing it, and just the whole, you know, the whole fellowshipping aspect of it, and, you know, getting away from home life and just being able to relax and be in our happy places and get fed without having to cook those meals or clean up after them. So that's always a plus. Definitely keep it in mind. Good morning, Stella. Denise, if I do another one, if I squeeze in another one next year, last year I did 3. I did one in the spring, and then I did a 1 day in New Braunfels, like a whole day one, and then I did another weekend one in October, and this year I did one in April and then just October. If I squeeze one in, I might decide to do like a day one. Putting together a weekend retreat when you're pretty much the only one doing everything takes a lot of prep work, lots of planning, in addition to doing things around your regular schedule. So definitely, I think next year I'm definitely going to try to squeeze in a day retreat somewhere in this part of Texas, so where it's easier for me to travel. So, but welcome everyone. I feel like I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, and you know what? I haven't been because I've been busy. I was busy preparing for the retreat. I was at the retreat last weekend, and then it pretty much takes almost a week to recuperate from getting all your things back into place and making sure you brought everything back home that you left with, and, you know, cleaning everything, sanitizing everything. That way when anybody comes over and uses the class supplies, everything's nice and neat and cleaned and ready to go. And so, but I was really looking forward to spending this Sunday afternoon with you all. So it's great to see you all. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. And I am live every Sunday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, in order to show you, on Sundays, it's everything Stampin' Up! Really, Wednesday nights is everything Stampin' Up!, but that's more dedicated towards scrapbook page layouts. So on Sunday, you're going to see me demonstrate how to use our products, making your own handmade cards, all of the different products that Stampin' Up! Has to offer. You're going to see me do projects. I love projects. I love to case the catalog so that you can see, you can make the things that are in our catalogs, which I have no catalogs beside me. I just realized. So, but that's okay. I like to do other projects. I've stamped on tile before. I like to show you how you can use the craft gift box several weeks ago, show you the different things that you can use it. But you know, with Stampin' Up! We're here to create and inspire you to use those products that you buy. And even if you don't quite have Stampin' Up! Products and you have your own, maybe you use another product, you know, how you can be creative with using those as well. And so today I have gotten better about every time we get our paper pumpkin kits, as far as the unboxing. So I got my kit, it was waiting for me when I got back from retreat. And so I am going to be unboxing the, what month was it? October. It was the October paper pumpkin kit. Hi Jess! Called Peaceful Christmas. And so every single month, Paper Pumpkin, if you're not familiar with Paper Pumpkin, it's our paper crafting monthly service that we have. Every single month, the projects are different. They could be cards, they could be something else. I don't know if you can see back behind me on that stamp and storage thing there. That's the wheelbarrow with the apples and the, what else was it? Oh, Frankenstein. It was the little project with the, where you could turn the box into the vintage wheelbarrow. And so that's kind of sitting up there, and just every single month it's something different. It's a different quantity, it's just a different variety, and the whole purpose behind that is so that everything is color coordinated, and so it makes it super, super easy for you to put together that month's projects with very minimal. If anything, you might need a pair of paper snips in order to complete it. But when I break down and show you what's in the Peaceful Christmas, you're going to want to make sure that you sign up for next month, because the subscription periods run from the 10th of the month, from the 11th of the month to the 10th of the next month. So right now it is October 24th, which meant on October the 11th, the new subscription period began for the December kit, which is super cute if you haven't seen it. And if you're on my mailing list, right around the 11th, most of the time it is the 11th of the month, you get that full communication that shows you kind of a sneak peek of what the products are going to be and the projects are going to be for the following month, as well as the links on how to become one of my subscribers. And if you're one of my subscribers, you also get coordinating cardstock cuts of cardstock that coordinate with that month's kit. So you can use it with that kit, you can use it for alternative projects, you can use it for, I have samples here. These are mine, but you know, you can collect them and use them for anything else that you might be needing cardstock from. And I was going to do, I have it pulled up here, because I didn't go live last week from retreat, and you know, the years past I normally do. It just was a little much. I mean, I went live when I was there to say hi, you know, we're here, but I didn't actually do a project. So what I'm going to do is, I just took the wheel from the previous week, which was, let me make sure it's the right date. No, I need the one from the 10th. I'm going to take the wheel from the 10th. And do a drawing. I'm still going to do a drawing. There we go. Okay, I got the wheel from the last time that I went live on a Sunday, because I still want to do a drawing. but I have no idea what I'm going to give away. So let me look in my little bin here and see what is, let's see. Let's give away some snowflakes. Who wants some snowflakes? I have a package of our wonderful snowflakes that I just pulled out. I'm going to close that. And these are in our mini catalog. There's 24 of them. So when I do the drawing, we're going to be giving that away. So once again, welcome. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. We will go ahead and get started. So I can show you what the October Paper Pumpkin Kit has to offer, and then what next month will be like. So let's get this flipped around, and then let me pull this back a little bit so I can read some comments. Right there in your top middle, right there, is the October monthly host code. So what that means is when you place an order of at least $25 on my website, in the month of October, you're going to get a free cut kit in order to make these 4 cards using the Heartfelt Wishes stamp set and the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper. And this is what your kit would look like. You'll have all 4 of your card bases, and then in each one of these little envelopes, clear envelopes, you have everything that you need in order to assemble that card. Everything's cut for you, die cut for you, embossed, includes an envelope. Actually, you get 2 envelopes because your product is in the clear envelope, and then you have a white envelope that's also in there. The only thing I can't do is the stamping, but I'm sure all of you have multiple Christmas stamps. You can easily substitute any greeting that you have to complete your cards. So let's put that away. With your order of $50 or more, you're also going to get a coordinating accessory, which is going to be, if you notice on the cards, it's the wonderful gems that come in real red, and then there's also a clear one that goes on there as well. I should have showed you when I had the card out. There you go. There's the clear ones that coordinate with the cards that you're going to make. You can go straight to my website. You can scan that QR code, and that'll take you straight there. But you have to use that code so I know to cut that kit for you. And we're going to go ahead and respin the wheel that I spun the last time that I went live on a Sunday. And how you get on the wheel is when you like, comment, or share my videos. And when you share my videos, you actually get an extra entry on here. So that's why you might see people typing shared. I do ask that you type share in the comments after you share the video, so that I know to give you extra credit on the wheel for the prize that I'm drawing. And that's only because of Facebook privacy settings. It doesn't always tell us everybody that shared the video. So let's go ahead and respin this last wheel, because y'all know I like giving away things, even if I don't go live. Even if I wasn't live, I'm still going to give away something. Hi, Rebecca. And look at that. Rosario Garza. That's my tia from Corpus. And you know what? She won the last time. So I promise this is not rigged. But that is how you win. So I have already sent her last prize to her. So Rosario, you've got another prize coming your way. So congratulations. That's how you win. It really is that easy. Stampin' Up! Is all I do, so I do appreciate when you share my videos. And this may move because I don't have a paper down today. If you notice, I laid down a fresh new little laminate thing. So yeah, feels good. I've been like scratching it and all that because it feels nice and fresh. That's just me being silly. But okay, paper pumpkin. Let's go with, let me give you a sneak peek of what's to come next month if you haven't already seen it. It's called Gifts Galore, and I'm going to bring it up a little closer, and let me pull some light in from this other side. There we go. Look at this kit. Look at that box. So next month's kit is going to create 9 oversized treat boxes with coordinating food-safe bags. It's an easy-to-make project and even easier to enjoy. It's going to arrive in that special box. And it's going to come with an exclusive stamp set and a Flirty Flamingo Classic Stampin' Spot. And I don't know if you can really see from this picture, but if you know the size of a paper pumpkin box and you see this snowman, it's kind of a bad picture because I just printed it from my printer, but if you look at the size of this snowman versus the size of the box, I'm sure online it probably tells me this. You know what, let me look real quick because I know I had it. Let's see, I have that information. Well, I thought I could look on the sheet real quick, but it didn't really say. So let me do this because this is a normal paper pumpkin size box, and based on that, unless there's a demonstrator on here that already knows this and has seen it somewhere else, but based on the top of that box right there, that tells me that those snowmen in next month's kit are roughly about 5 inches tall. And as far as the width, they look like they might be around 3 inches wide. So that looks like a pretty decent sized snowman, which is probably why there's only 9 of them in those in the box, because it does say it's an oversized treat box. So that's an awesome, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to up my subscription. I'm going to get a few more boxes because those are really super cute. So if you have, if you have young kids, your kindergarten class, daycare class, and you want to gift something next month, if you're having a little party, that is like the cutest little table setting that could ever be. Cute. And if you hear meowing in the background, it's because I have the kittens in my little half bath down here in the craft area. So they're scratching to get out because they hear me talking. I have new babies. I had babies in the middle of last week. I picked up new babies. But the subscription period ends November 10th. So you have to subscribe by November 10th in order to get this kit. And if there's any refills that come available, you have to be a subscriber in order to purchase a refill kit. So the refill kit normally consists of the consumables, like it's going to be all the pieces for the snowman. But let me show you what this month's kit in. This is the October. My box came a little dinged, which sometimes it happens, but it's not Stampin' Up. It's just the whole mail process. But look at this pretty box. This color is shaded spruce, so it's very pretty shaded spruce with all of this basic white on there, and I took everything out of the box, but that's what your box looks like. And in this you also have the instructions. You have the exclusive, let me put a piece of paper behind that. You have an exclusive stamp set. So if you're on a budget, Paper Pumpkin is really the way to go, because with Paper Pumpkin you can collect all of your stamps. This one says Merry Christmas, Peaceful Christmas Wishes, wishing you and your family all the best, holiday cheer to you and yours, from our home to yours. And the side one says sending you peace and joy all year long. Plus you have this snowflake image. And then you also have this line of pine trees or trees. And in your first kit, you're also going to get a Paper Pumpkin block, which is the equivalent to our D-size block. with our acrylic blocks. You can use this over and over. You're going to get an exclusive Stampin' Spot, which this month, let me take a drink real quick. I felt a cough coming on. You're going to get an exclusive Stampin' Spot, which this month is shaded spruce. And let me show you also with Paper Pumpkin. This is just a collection of what you get. You know, you ultimately can start building up your color collection, and you can use these almost anywhere. They are very portable. Everything you can take in your Paper Pumpkin box, but this gives you an opportunity to build up your stamp collection. You're never going to see these stamps in our catalogs. You're never going to see these stamps anywhere else except in Paper Pumpkin kits. And then you can also build up your color collection. And then you can simply buy our refills, which this one is the white one. But basically all the refills come in these small bottles for $3.75, and you can continue to use your ink spots over and over just by re-inking them. But that's a great economical way to build up your stamp and your color collection. And in this month's kit, let me show you all the other pieces that come with it. You're going to have, you've got 2 different kinds of card bases here. There's enough to make 10 of these cards. And this kit actually coordinates with the Peaceful Christmas designer, the Specialty Designer Series paper that's in our mini catalog. And I'm going to show you that paper as well. So you've got 10 card bases that are already scored for you. So you simply just have to fold them. And it's also optional that if you have a, let me pull mine out, if you have a bone folder, you can just burnish that edge a little bit. It has the die cuts that you need for the 5 cards. It has the vellum die cuts for the trees. There's like 5 sheets of those. You're going to have these other die cuts that you just simply punch out. Makes it so easy. Then you have these banner die cuts. And then you have these label die cuts, and this is what you'll be stamping on. Then you have your envelopes, which I'm going to show you one side and then the other side. This is the front, which has that line of trees and this really pretty silver foil. But then when you flip it around, you see the inside lining is got this gingham to it. It's cute, and all 10 envelopes are the same, by the way. And then, as if that's not enough, they're always going to throw in the accessories that you need in order to complete your kit. And in this case, you've got some real red twine thread, linen thread, whatever you want to call it. I think on the, let me see, what do they actually call this? I don't know. It's either linen thread or twine. You know, you see it called 2 different things. So you've got some of that, and you have these little, I don't know what that was, but you've got these little gems. And all of the accessories are going to have like an adhesive back to them, so it makes it really easy. You don't have to worry about putting adhesive on the back and having them stick down. And then you're going to have a sheet of dimensionals. That's a smaller sheet compared to normally we get like a full-size sheet. And then you're also going to get a sheet of glue dots. And I like to use my own glue dots, but I will use these dimensionals just because these glue dots have a little bit of paper. They're smaller, and I'm just so used to pulling my glue dots off my roll. So I'm not going to use these, but they are very usable. And that's just because of my hands and my pincher grips and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and we're just going to make today, what did I do with it? We're just going to make 1 of each. But this kit actually makes 10 cards, 5 of those and 5 of those. Okay, and when you open up these instructions, these new and improved instructions that have been this way probably for the last 3 or 4 months, you're going to see step by step. So if you're unsure what you need for that card right there, that first card, when you open up your instructions, it's going to tell you that you need, let me move all this aside and just pull over what I need so you can see. You're going to need a base. You're going to need one of these, and let me show you how easy this is. Look at that. You just pop these things out. They're already pretty much die cut for you, but I will give you a tiny suggestion. As with any of them, when you pull them out, and I don't know if you can see that, let me see if I can move it up a little. You see these little white specks on the side, and that's the paper once you pulled it off of the die cut. Just simply take your paper snips and just snip those off. Oops, I've actually cut that a little bit. And no one's ever going to be able to tell that it was a die cut that you just pulled off. So if you're concerned about those or they stand out, and you can feel it when it cuts it off, just trim those off. There we go. That way it's not so noticeable. So you need that. We need one of these banners. Just pull those off. You're going to need one of these Noels. These kits really do make it easy, especially if you're a beginner. If you're a beginner, or even if you're like me and you just, you really like kits because everything's here and you don't have to go searching for coordinating stuff, you can just use exactly what's in there. We're definitely going to need that. And on this card, there's actually no stamping. No, there's no stamping. We're going to need one of the vellum die cuts with the trees. And I will tell you to be careful when it comes to these delicate die cuts like these, because you could inevitably rip them. We need one of those. And I know we're going to need some of those, so I'll at least open the package for now. Let me open that and get those out and get those ready. And then we don't even need thread on that one. And based on that picture, you need the stamp. We do need stamping. I correct myself because I saw some stamping on the background. But all of your stamps will always be photopolymer, which is fabulous because y'all know I like photopolymer. You can see through them. You know exactly where you're going to be stamping. And let me just give you an example. Let me put this on there. All of the stamps that you get will never be any larger than the block that you get. So you never have to worry about getting a larger block. As you can see, all of these, to some degree, would fit this block. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then just make sure. I think we can put this together, and I'm actually going to use my own adhesive as well when I put this card together. So let's do this. Now with photopolymer, if you're stamping and your surface is not hard, which this is a nice hard flat surface, we do recommend using a foam mat, which this is the one that comes with the Stamparatus. I like this one. So we've got this, and we are going to be stamping. I went ahead and opened this up just to save time, and we're going to ink up. Let me take that off. We're going to ink up our stamp. And I like to do mine upside down, just because it's easier for me to hold this tiny little ink spot. Let me get that nice and good. And then these are also going to tell you step by step what you need to do as well. So like in the first step down here, it's going to tell us that we need to stamp the image on that gingham piece. So let me ink that up again. And I just got ink on my finger. Let me try to wipe that off the side. So we are going to stamp right here, that image. There we go. And let me move this off to the side and cover that up before I really put my finger in that. And then the next step is we are going to put our vellum die cut kind of over that, like that. So I'm going to use my glue dots, but I'm going to use my glue dots from my own little roll here, and I'm just going to put these down at the bottom, closer to the bottom, or try to put them where they won't be so noticeable once I put this down. Go. Oh, I'm missing a piece I need to have on here. Okay, so just kind of put that right there. We need, where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. We need this piece as well, and let me trim that. This one's going to go on the back. I'm just looking at the directions off to the side. Okay, and I'm going to put this down with my adhesive. Oops, totally ripped, but that's okay, it'll still stick. I'm going to put that kind of right here. And then I want this to pop up, so we're going to use dimensionals. Actually, it does say use dimensionals. It's not that I want to do that, but it does say dimensionals on the instruction. Actually, it says dimensionals on this piece right there, but I'm feeling very rule breaker-ish today, if that's even a word. Let me just trim those. Doesn't really matter, really, honestly. It's your cards, and the whole thought behind this is to create some kind of dimension. So we're going to create dimension on there, and then we're going to put our Noel down. So let me get some more glue dots, and we want to put this down with the glue dots more towards like the center of where it says Noel. You can also use your all-purpose glue if you want. Just gonna do a little bit, and I'm doing it right in the middle because Noel needs to sit on that red banner. Okay. And there we go. That way it really sticks to that banner there. And I don't want, there we go. And then let me do this. Let me go ahead and fold my card base. Let me burnish that edge, and then you can certainly, there we go. Like it didn't want to come out. I have adhesive on my fingers now. So this is a landscape card. We're going to put this on the front. And then we're going to take these little adhesive backed gems, and we're going to put 3 of them on there. Let me just look at the front of the card. I see 2. I see one there, and I see one right there. And let me just make sure. Most of the times, y'all know, I can look at a card and kind of see. I only see 2. Yeah, I only see 2. And I don't see any ribbon. Ribbon's on the second card, so that would be card, let me pull that down a little bit. That would be card number 1. Y'all see how easy that was? And you can make 4 more of them. So if you need Christmas cards, next week I will be obviously giving away 2 of these cards. I'll be giving away this one and the next one that I make. I normally make one and then as a demo and then show you, but on this one on the paper pumpkin kits, I like to just unbox it and just go with it. Just go for it. All right, number 2. We need this card base, and let me go ahead and fold that, burnish that. So we need that. We need this circular piece that came off of that one. We're going to need one of these cuts to stamp on. We're going to need our thread. We're going to need another one of these red banners. Now when you put these all together, you can, you know, die cut everything and have all your pieces out and then do kind of like assembly line. And obviously it'll go a lot quicker. But for what I'm showing you, I'm just going to do it this way. Dimensionals, those blue dots, and then we need to change this out with the Merry Christmas, which means I am going to clean this stamp with my chamois. This chamois is awesome. It's a really quick way to clean your stamps. You just soak this in water. It comes real flimsy and it's real spongy. You do have to wring it out. It will stain, and you can regularly just rinse it out. I wouldn't leave this, depending on, you know, I just wouldn't leave this closed up all the time with it wet, because this thing could mildew and mold in the whole 9 yards. So now that that's clean, we can just pull this off, and we're going to replace it with Merry Christmas. Just pull that one off, and you see there's other stamps that come with it, so you can do so much more. And it doesn't matter if it's straight, because it's photopolymer. You can kind of turn it to stamp however you need to stamp it. So let's go ahead and stamp Merry Christmas on here. And shaded spruce. They give you more than what you need, so if you happen to have a boo-boo of some kind with your stamping, then you have an extra one. Or you can replace it if you have other die cuts you would rather use. But we're going to be stamping Merry Christmas on the center there. Just give it a little bit of pressure so all of that ink transfers. And you might have this happen where it pulls it up. You can just pull it off like that. Okay, so we are done with that. Let me close up the ink and let's put this card together. Okay, so we have our base, and then what's next? Let's put this down, and it doesn't look like I need to, one little piece right here. Let's put a little adhesive on the back of that. I'm going to put that down here, and then let me use my glue dots to put that down. Let's get one on both sides, and I have a few things I need to trim there that I see from my side. Y'all probably don't see them, but I see them over here. It just helps give a little finished look when you take those little bitty pieces off. So let's put that across, kind of in the middle. And then our little stamped die cut, we are going to pop up with a dimensional. Kind of stick that up there. And then with our twine, thread, whatever you want to call it, it says 6 inches. It'll even tell you how much you need to cut. It says 6 inches on there. And if you've never noticed on our instructions, along the side, there's a long ruler to kind of help you with measuring. So it says 6 inches, and y'all know I like to make double bows, but we'll just make a single bow. Because I'm not really sure if that's enough twine to do 5 cards. In fact, I'm almost certain that's not enough to do a double bow 5 times. So I'm just going to do a single one like it says. Because, you know, we don't have this in real red or cherry cobbler or anything like that. We only have it in basic black, basic white, crumb cake. What's the other one? Gray granite, I think it is, and something else. It's in that combo pack, that twine combo pack. I can't make a bow with just 6 inches. Well, I mean, I can. Let me do a smaller one. Maybe that's it. Okay, so it looks kind of funky at the beginning, but we're gonna just pull on our little tails there to bring our loops down to the size we want. And then just pull it tight when you're done. Okay, that'll have to work. And then let me get a glue dot on the back of that. And it goes right there, kind of on the side. You could roll up your glue dot just a little bit if you need to, because you certainly don't want something else to attached to the front of your card. And then if you need to trim your tails, if they've gotten kind of frayed a little bit, you can just trim your tails. Or if one side is longer than the other, you can just use your snips to trim those edges. And then I see two of these pretty gems on the front. Let's see. No, there's 3 of them. Let's put one right there. This is upside down. We'll just throw that one there since it landed there, and the other one right there, and then the other one, where'd it go? Right there. Right there. And oh, they put that one over there, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that's it. That would be it, you guys. So let me bring all this back and show you card number 1, card number 2, and that's it. So there you have it. That was the October Paper Pumpkin Kit. And if you missed getting this kit by October 10th, I'm sorry to say, but unless you know somebody that has an extra kit, you're not going to be able to get these kits. So that subscription period, the 10th of every month, is an important date to remember every single month, because that's always going to be the end of a subscription period for the kit that we are marketing the previous month. So that's why I was showing you right now we're in the Gifts Galore subscription period that ends November 10th. So if you really like that cute kit and you want to be part of my Paper Pumpkin Club and get the coordinating cardstock, then all the links will be in the description. The monthly online ordering special to join my Paper Pumpkin Club will also be in the link as well. And the supply list will be in there as well, but it really is only going to be like the other things I used during the demonstration, which is like the Take Your Pick tool, the bone folder, the snips, but it'll give you a direct link to my online store. So if you want to purchase any of those items and take advantage of the monthly online ordering special, come November 1st, this will be a completely different special, which I will tell you right now, I'm already working on it, and I'm going to give you a heads up. But next month, the cards for next month is going to be featuring the new Eden's Garden Sweet Collection. If you joined me last Wednesday, you saw that I did a scrapbook page. The current layout, number 22, is using Eden's Garden, and you can't buy this right now unless you're a demonstrator. So, a couple of things. If you're a demonstrator, you know that you can get this. because we are in our pre-order period, which is one of the fabulous perks of being a demonstrator. Number 2, there's 2. If you purchase your kit, which is your demonstrator kit, you can add this to your kit. You can totally add this to your kit and have it be part of what you choose for free, which is you get to choose $125 of whatever you want for only $99 plus tax. You're going to get a free past paper pumpkin kit, free shipping. You're going to get a 20% discount on all your products. You're going to get opportunity to pre-order in the future for other things. You get your discount on top of clearance item discounts, promotions, specials, the whole 9 yards. If you want more information and you want to talk one-on-one, I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. But next month's online ordering special will be 4 cards using the Eden's Garden Suite collection. So thank you all for joining me this Sunday afternoon. I'm glad to be back and be back into my normal momentum. I will go back and look through the comments. So if you joined me and I didn't say hello, I did not miss you on purpose. But I will go back and acknowledge you when I go back and read through all of the comments. So you all have a fabulous Sunday afternoon wherever you are. Start to enjoy this cooler weather. And we will see you Wednesday night. If you enjoy scrapbook page layouts, we'll see you Wednesday night at 7 p.m. for page 2 of the current layout. Otherwise, I'll see you next Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.